In this video here, I'm going to just quickly show you how um, this Trello board is all set up, as well uh, as just how to check designs for accuracy for um, Honey and Bear, which is a new little venture that we're doing. So you'll have access to this Trello board here, and basically you'll be dealing with is all designs created right here. Okay, so these here, that so basically each of these here are named like something P to something P or just something P, right? This refers to the design number. If you click on a task, if you click on a task, right? Let's see, where is it at? Yeah, then you scroll down. You can see the you can see where it says 225 or 2251P is lawyer, right? And 2252P is nurse. Okay. If you go, so you'll go to Dropbox and generics, and you'll go to generic store, and then you will go to um, design folders, and then you'll go find, I think it was, 2251P. You'll go scroll down until you find it. Actually, okay, so a few of these I need to, where is that? Oh, here it is, right here. 2251P to 2280P. So you'll see that, there are all of these designs here. And that you see this one says nurse. You can go to you can see the next, oh actually that's, you can see the next one says doctor. You can so basically you can see all that. Nanny. You can also just download the whole folder if that's easier to you. Whatever you find works easiest. You will be using these designs if they're all accurate. So basically, I would say it's probably easiest if you have like both these open up in, smaller tabs. Like, you have that open on one side, and then you have this one open on one side like this too. You'll probably find that that works best, but it is up to you. So I'll go back to this one here. So basically you're checking several things. You're checking to see that there's all these designs in here for one. So for example, and that you're checking to make sure that they're all named properly, and that there's only the correct designs. So these are the only designs that should be in this folder. Okay. If there's extra designs, you can delete them. Okay. So for example, I already see that there's, first one's 2252P, right? Which is probably nurse. So yep, we're already missing one design, most likely. So basically you'll go through and you'll make sure that each of these designs, they look good. There's, you don't see any obvious problems with them. Everything's spelled right. You'll make sure that, the designs are named properly. So they should be named like 2252P, right? Which stands for this 2252P. And then it should always be .png. So these are all named properly. My thoughts are for 2251 is they probably just forgot to rename it. So yeah, so this one here, there's that one. And let's see what this one is down here. Oh, there's two other ones. 2253. That looks like it's probably the same. So see, prosthodontist. So this would be 2279P. It's prosthodontist. You'll see that looks like there is, let's see, 2279. Yep, so this one here just wasn't named properly. So you would just rename this, if that's prosthodontics, you'd rename it to 2279p.png. And then you just make sure it renames properly. So it did, yep. And then as you can see, there's two designs here that are the exact same. Lawyer, I'll be there for you. And then this one down here looks like it's probably the exact same thing. Yep. So there's just an extra one. So I'd say and there's no notes saying anything about a lawyer. So like if there's like a note saying like, hey, fix the lawyer, like you can just take a look and see if there's any like revisions. But there's been no notes on like, hey, fix this lawyer design because there's this issue. So there's probably just a duplicate. So what I will do is, first of all, I will go ahead and I will rename this one here to be 2251p.png for lawyer, p.png. And then the other one, once this renames, I will just go ahead and delete is my plan. So I will select and then I would just delete that one. So yeah, so basically when you're checking design accuracy, you're checking to make sure that they're named properly, because it's important that they're named properly, because if they're not named properly, our printing software won't be able to find the file to print, if that makes sense. So that's important. Then you're also making sure that everything's spelled right. Also, there's always a chance that I misspelled something here. So like, let's say that I accidentally did like teacher and I added an extra R on the end, right? Then I obviously messed up. So that's something that I messed up. So which there's all the chance that I make mistakes too. So if you catch one of my errors too, then you can just fix it, and then you can have the revision being done. So whenever there's a revision that needs done, right, you will let's say that they're missing, like let's say that there wasn't 2260p, right? You would just write no design for 2260p. Then you would just save it, and then you would add red label, right? Red label means that designers will fix the design, okay? Once they fix the design, they will remove the red label, and then you would go and you would see your note, right? Or you can also do this. It's how a lot of times do too. A lot of times do note to designers, or note to designer. Revise this design because no design for this. Okay. But then once they revise it, then they would remove the red. Like I said, they'd remove the red, and then you would be able to go back through once it was fixed the next day and check and see, because the rest of these were already checked, right? It was only this one up here that had the problem, right? So you just go and you're like, oh, okay, it's here now. Everything looks good. This design's good to go. Or maybe maybe you could say note to designer for design 2261p, which is optometrist. You could say optometrist is misspelled. Please fix the spelling, or please change the let's say, I don't know, please change the or please change it from optometrista to optometrist. And then you would do the same thing. You would just do labels, red, and then they would go and fix it. And once it's fixed, then they would take the label off. You see? Or let's say, for example, you'd say note to designer, please capitalize the O in optometrist for design 2261P. So basically, you're just looking for stuff that doesn't look right. It could be anything. It could be even like, an intuition. Like if there's something you just think just looks off. Like, just something's not centered or doesn't look as good as, just it could be anything. If you have any questions about it, you can just send it our way and we can tell you like our thoughts. But I mean, we trust you. We know, you just kind of use your, your common sense and your just kind of your own opinion too. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So yeah. So let's say that they get the revisions back. Sometimes they don't need any revisions, but let's say that there is revisions. Then what you will do in the end, you check it. You'll drag it from here to all designs accurate, which means that all these versions here are accurate. Okay. You'll see that some of them have fewer than others. Like this one here only has 6. Some over here that haven't been created yet that I have over here that are future designs for designers. This one here just has 1. See, 2143P. That's all it is. So it just depends. There's a big variety on these here. And yeah, then again on Dropbox, you just go to generic designs, and then you go to design folders, and that's where you find these at. Trying to think what else. Yeah, okay, so there's also, there's always gonna be sometimes just some random errors that you could find potentially. So you could go, so I'm just gonna go, so for example, these are some errors that, so these are, back for Trinity Sorority Designs, there's just some errors that I'm going to show you that, were found, that, are just some stuff that you can look for. Like, let's see. Let me find a few of them. Saw a few of them a second ago. Maybe. That would be back in here. It'd be, no, where are these? Oh, they'd be over here. That's right. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Maybe. No. I just saw these. 1 second. Okay, yeah, so these are just a few random examples that I pulled up. So, for example, here, sometimes there's just, just some random stuff that, shouldn't be on a design because, it just is something left over from an old design or who knows what. And if these are on the designs, this is what will print on the shirt. So then, something like this were to print on the shirt, it's an error with the design. So we'd have to just throw the shirt away and get the design fixed. So we're trying to find as many errors as we can. So it just makes it a smooth process. We don't have to worry about just designs messing up. So here's an example that, was found in this sorority design where there's just that shouldn't be there. Let's find another example. Then there's a couple. So here's one too. See that little thing down there? Let's see. And yeah, let's see. There's other errors too. Yeah, here's another example right here of an error. You can see that there's that little thing found and that thing found. I'm sure there's some others. Let's see. That's all we have for that one. This one here, kind of similar thing. Looks like there's that small thing right there was found, and then there's an error right there. So those are just a couple of more examples. Let me just pull. No, not that one. Here's a white design example that had something wrong with it. Yeah, you can see there's like kind of a weird thing in the background. See, like, that shouldn't be there. That's just kind of another random thing that's found because that would all print on the shirt and that just wouldn't be right. But yeah, so I mean, kind of same thing. Like, you're just looking for just any error you can think of. Like this one here, obviously has some sort of error. Let's see what this one would be. Yeah, just the K is just missing. Like the bottom. I mean, just like use your intuition. Just kind of whatever you think is an error is, almost probably for sure an error. If it's something that you notice, a customer would probably notice it. Let's see. I think, and then yeah, so that's really all that I have as far as this goes. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions.